guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I have a Season 11 theory video that I want to share with you guys regarding the origin of the fire snakes and the ice samurai and where exactly they come from. So seeing as we do have a new topic for the next season and an entirely new theme, this opens the door for a lot of origin theories, and the biggest question is, who are these new villains and where are they coming from? So today I'm going to share a theory that I have as to where these guys come from, and yeah, so let me know what you guys think of this theory down in the comment sections below. But yeah, anyways, the theory starts with something that we learned back in Season 4, and of course, Season 4 was a pretty big season as we did learn about the incorporation of the Elemental Masters, and that's essentially where the first part of this theory comes into play. On the steamboat in the first episode of Tournament of Elements, I believe Garmadon told the ninja that the Elemental Masters were the first Spinjitzu Masters Guardians. Well, in the TV show, we've seen two different elemental alliances. We saw the Serpentine War Alliance, which was essentially the one led by Wu and Garmadon, and we have the modern day alliance that was essentially the one that we saw in Tournament of Elements that fought back against Chen. And that one consists of the ninja and Skylar and all of those other characters. But there's one elemental alliance that we've never really seen much of at all, and that would be the very, very original elemental alliance. Those first Spinjitzu Masters, those people who were actually the first Spinjitzu Masters Guardians. We have never seen the people, we've never even heard about, other than that one scene, the original Elemental Masters and, the ancestors of the ninja, and who exactly these Guardians of the first Spinjitzu Master were. Now, another thing that we learned back in Season 3, from the Curse of the Golden Master flashback, or story, was that there were two original races in Ninjago, those being the Serpentine and the humans. And those essentially are the only races in Ninjago. Of course, we also have the ghosts and the Jinn, but Jinn are not from Ninjago, and ghosts are essentially just dead humans. And yeah, of course, there are tons of different species in the Ninjago as a TV show, but the ones that originate from Ninjago are the humans and the Serpentine. And I find it interesting because our main two villain groups are also a Serpentine group, and, well, who knows what the Ice Samurai even are. My best guess would be some kind of human form, or at least they were humans at one point, and I'll talk more about that later in the video. But we do have a human-looking group and a serpentine-looking group, which is interesting because these are the Ninjago races. These are the original races that the first Spinjitzu Master created. Now, connecting these two theories, it was said that the first Spinjitzu Master gave his powers and gifted these elemental masters, these original ones, powers, which is essentially where all elemental powers from a genetic standpoint do come from. They come from these original elemental masters, that the first Spinjitzu Master gave these powers to them in order for him to protect them. Well, here's where the theory comes into play, connecting both the Serpentine and human part, as well as the original Elemental Alliance part. What if the first Ninjitsu Master, what if actually the Ice Samurai and the Pyro Snakes are original Elemental Masters and an original Elemental race? I know this theory does sound kind of similar to Chima. Of course, we had the Phoenix, who took in the mammoths and those prehistoric guys, and then they turned evil and stuff. But yeah, anyways, it's a little bit different. But pretty much my theory is that what if before, maybe even as a part of the original Elemental Alliance, the first Ninjitsu Master gave his powers to the Pyro Snakes and the Ice Samurai. Of course, they probably weren't called that back then, but the main concept remains that they did have these powers. They could control ice and fire, and of course, being opposite elements, that would eventually create some conflict between the two groups. Another concept is that these actually aren't the original Elemental Masters, and that the Pyro Snakes and Ice Samurai came before the original Elemental Masters, and they were some kind of group that was, again, created by the first Spinjitzu Master to protect him. But seeing as they, started getting into fights with each other and having conflict with each other, that went wrong. But I'm going to keep talking about if they were actually Elemental Masters. So yeah, again, my theory is that these guys were actually some of the original Elemental Masters. Not saying the only original Elemental Masters. Of course, you have other powers like Earth, Mind, Lightning, all those stuff. But what if these guys were some of the original Elemental Masters' army? And a huge conflict broke out between them. Another detail that I want to point out, a similarity that I see between the designs of the Pyro Snakes and the Ice Samurai, are essentially what exactly are they? I mean, the Pyro Snakes are mummies, and at least in my opinion, the Ice Samurai look like zombies. Both of these creatures, mummies and zombies, are kind of undead forms of sorts, kind of, along the lines of Halloween and Dead or something like that. Now, what if, in order to stop this conflict, these groups either canceled each other out, which again is kind of like Chima, but canceled each other out, and a huge conflict broke out between them that punished them both. The Pyro Snakes becoming mummies and being sealed away. Again, this is not my theory, but remember, in David's theory video, he did say that there was that pyramid from season 1. What if the Pyro Snakes were sealed away in this destruction desert, presumably? Or alternatively, it could be that pyramid that we saw in season 1. Either way, what if they were sealed away in whatever base that they are in, and the Ice Samurai likewise were sealed away in some place as well, in order to either, again, the first Ninjutsu Master could have done this to prevent further conflict, or this could have happened by the two groups, canceling each other out and not being able to defeat one another, but essentially delaying the fight. And I know this theory is similar to stuff that we've seen, but I think it's pretty cool in my opinion, and I would love to see if something like this would happen. Do I think it could happen? Probably not. I mean, Ninjago tends not to give us villains with this crazy of a story, but I think it would be pretty cool if we got something connected to Ninjago's past, something a little, more that we had actually learned about in the past. But yeah, to sum up everything that I said in this video, the first Ninjutsu Master did have an original elemental alliance that he created to protect him. The original two races in Ninjago were Serpentine and humans. And my theory exactly is, what if the Ice Samurai and Pyro Snakes were these original elemental masters, and during a huge conflict, they were punished and somehow sealed away, and in Season 11, they are coming back to exact their revenge and continue their conflict. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share it with everyone you know, and be sure to let me know what you guys think of this theory, as well as suggest your own down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.